Hey everyone, so this was an absolutely epic hike. So let's start with how to get to the trail start to Pairumani. So you can of course take a taxi from anywhere within the Cochabamba metropolitan area, like use InDrive, or you can actually get there very easily with public buses. So my accommodation is close to the city center in Cochabamba. So from there you take a bus from hopefully it loads. From here, this little square, Plazuela Guzman Quiton, from exactly from here to Quillacoyo, and then in Quillacoyo, at the main square, Plaza Bolivar, at this corner, the minibuses leave to Pairumani, and it was 3.5 bolivanos from Cochabamba to Quillacoyo, and then 3 from Quillacoyo to Pairumani. So basically 3. Anyway, so actually when I got there, that is when I first got there, there was a bit of an issue because the entrance to this park was closed and the trail leads through this entrance. By the way, actually it's on Google Maps, the entrance, and they have opening hours and it's closed on Mondays. And even if I tried to explain to him that I just want to pass through, he just wouldn't let me through there. And also my Spanish is very basic, so there might have been some communication problem there. But anyway, you don't actually need to go through this park, although it's a very nice park, so maybe you can check it out. It's a very nice, clean kind of recreational area. But anyway, you don't need to go through there. You can actually go from this bend of the road. Now I'm not sure if you can follow the trail here, because I'm not sure if there isn't a fence. I didn't check, but you can definitely go at the river. I mean the river bank. It's mostly dry in the dry season, of course, because you go through there later anyway. So you don't need to go through the park entrance here. But I learned it after I left defeated. So the next day was a Tuesday, so there was no issue. He let me through for 8 bolivanos, which is the entrance for the park. And I think he said it's 30 if you wanna spend a night there. You can actually camp there with your tent. If I understood correctly. Yeah, but anyway, so I paid him 8 bolivanos and started at like 9 a.m. And then I just went up. It was a very nice trail all the way pretty much. This is a lake, this is a swamp, this is a full-on dam here. But a bit above it there's some flat ground and some streams, so it's a great camping spot. I was including breaks. It took me 5.5 hours up here, so it was a very short day, which brings me to I was very tempted to do it as a day hike. In hindsight, I'm glad I didn't. Now that I know the route, actually it would be possible for me, just about, but I would have to go actually, with a light day pack from dusk till dawn, like 6 a.m. probably earlier start, and at dusk be down. It would be just about possible, 12-13 hours. But that's now that I know the route. I think for the first try it wouldn't be a good idea. And now actually there is one route leading here, but I didn't like these cliffs on the satellite. Yeah, it looked pretty sketchy, so I opted for the Cajon Pass here, uh, which was fine, it's still pretty steep in the pass, but it's not technical as hiking. But then when I watched it from the summit, this path, there is no trail really. It's just it's possible to make your way up there. And as I watched it from the summit, I would say yeah, it is possible. Now this was full of snow because this side of the mountain is basically in the shadow the whole day, so you definitely need crampons if you go through this path, which I actually did have crampons, which I didn't use because the northern side of the ridge is snow-free. I mean, of course, if it snowed the previous day, there will be snow, but generally in the dry season, I think it will be snow-free. It's just the southern sides. Yeah, but anyway, this route is definitely faster, but I'm not regretting going through here. I think the ideal way is to go up the way I did and then go down on this trail actually, because I think this part is gonna be mainly scree, so you can ride it down, but up it would be pretty tough. I was at my camp spot at like 2:20 p.m., so plenty of time to enjoy the mountains, and it's actually a really nice camp spot here. And I mean, not just this camp spot, the whole thing, it's absolutely epic landscape. Yeah, so I chilled there. There was a bunch of cows, which was annoying, but they left for the night. And yeah, then the next day at 6 a.m. I went up first to the pass, and then on the northern side, yeah, to Tunari. Mostly I didn't follow any trail, I didn't see any. It's all open terrain, so yeah, just look at the GPS and try to chart the best course, I guess. I did unfortunately end up doing some unnecessary up and downs, but yeah, that's to be expected. So at around 10, so 4 hours it took me. I was on the Tunari summit, Pico Tunari, epic. I chilled there for about half an hour and then just went back the same way because yeah, I had my tent here. If I actually didn't have to go back to my tent, I would be very tempted to attempt this route down. So packed up my tent and went down. Just yeah, up here there is two routes. It forks here, and up I went through the valley, and down I went yeah, on this ridge. I guess more on the ridge. It still wasn't exactly on the ridge, but both trails are really nice. They climb steadily. There isn't any up and downs. It's not rough at all, so you can choose whichever you want. Yeah, and then this little road continues, as you see on my GPS. I went on the dirt road. The trail actually here, there wasn't any trail here. It was just the road, which then transformed into the trail. But it's just minor things. I mean, there's actually just one trail and then later road up here, so there's no way to get lost. You just follow the one path that's there. Yeah, and at 10 minutes before 5 I was back at the entrance. Immediately there was a minibus, of course. Yeah, so that was it. Absolutely epic. Highly recommend it. Oh yeah, by the way, there are tours from Cochabamba that use this road and yeah, drive you all the way very close to below the I suppose only here. Maybe you can get some 4x4s to drive you all the way up here, but I think the tours drop you off here, and then you just walk up yeah, from like 4400 meters up and down, so it's very easy. But at the time I am in Bolivia, there is blockades everywhere, and this road is blocked as well. And I hear it's blocked close to the city, so no tours. So that might actually be a reason I haven't really met anyone. Oh, I actually did meet one group. When I was ascending, they were descending at around here below the Laguna Cajon. Yeah, I actually didn't talk to them where they came from, so I have no idea. But later that day I read that some tour failed to drive up here because there was a blockade. So yeah, so if there is a blockade, you can always do this. Now I wouldn't want to go with a tour either way because it's just not fun for me. It's always super slow and it's not the way I enjoy mountains. And I would also always want to go from the base. I would always go this route. So it wasn't an issue for me, the blockade.